Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south, more specifically Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. More specifically than that, we were about to head over to Dollywood to see their Halloween season display, hop aboard this trolley and head on over there. So follow me. Don't scare me, don't scare me. Don't scare me! What? What? Don't come up behind me, come on. I am the only one on board. From what I hear, this makes me king of the bus. So the sun is setting here on Dollywood because they're having their yearly event, Great Pumpkin Illuminates. And what this is a display, a nighttime display of glowing pumpkins for all to take in. So we're here, there's a little bit of light left. We'll kind of take in the atmosphere and then we will enjoy the glowing pumpkins that are coming up this evening. Outside of the Spotlight Bakery is the most horrifying thing I have ever seen. This pumpkin right here is devouring a piece of pumpkin pie. That would be like me devouring a big piece of man pie. Also, I noticed his mustache is a branch, which is kind of cute, but he's still eating man pie. You can see this pumpkin here is painting a picture, and he is painting a picture of himself with butterfly wings. Did you know that pumpkins dreamed of being butterflies? Here's two little child pumpkins playing around. Wonder what he is catching. Does he got a butterfly in that net? Oh, look at this, we got a pumpkin jug band. This pumpkin's playing the banjo here. Oh, this washboard pumpkin's really getting into it. And I like how the bass playing pumpkin has a big old beard. Oh yeah, I can see that one has caught a little butterfly on the end of his butterfly net. Why the crazed look in your eye, ma'am? Seriously, I'm really loving these pumpkin people. This made my day. Look at this massive pile of pumpkins and gourds. This little pumpkin here is having a hard time controlling his dog. And now if you look really close, that looks like a normal dog, but if you look closely, that is a pumpkin dog. You can see the pumpkin ridges in his dog form. Oh wow, look at this. We have quilt sewing pumpkin. We know, here on the Carpetbagger channel that we adore quilts and their immense artistry. So we greatly appreciate a quilt making pumpkin person. Oh wow, up here we got a little pumpkin man hanging in the trees. Looks like he's ready to like drop down on someone's head. Hey you pumpkins, no horseplay. Up this tree we have another dangler. Here behind the steam engine we got a little pumpkin person holding up a little pumpkin baby. Looks like the pumpkin baby is not happy. He may be throwing some sort of temper tantrum. This cornucopia here runneth over. Of course, Dolly Parton is very charitable when it comes to reading programs. You can see this pumpkin here reading a book to these little pumpkin children. Outside of the church, we have this leaky piano fountain. We are officially entering the Great Pumpkin Luminights area. You can see this giant guitar It's actually playing. You can see the different chords light up as it plays different tunes. Here outside of the Blazing Fury dark ride, you see some pumpkin quilts. You can see them slowly changing colors and fluctuating. Here at the airbrush t-shirt stand, looks like they've got some blacklight airbrush shirts, some Halloween themes. Very, very spooky. Play some of these carnival games. You can win a pumpkin chew for Halloween. It's can games with some big old smiling jack-o'-lanterns as prizes. Oh, look at this. Giant pumpkins arachnid. Some smaller pumpkin spiders dangling over here. Some good old classic jack-o'-lanterns with various expressions carved into their gaudy faces. This is probably the most intense roller coaster, the Wild Eagle. There's the Wild Eagle statue. If we look down by his feet, we see that there is some eagle-themed pumpkins. See this big pumpkin man lounging here amongst a bed of smaller pumpkin heads. Yeah, it seems all the rides and areas have like their own themed pumpkins. You can see these firefighter themed pumpkins here, the fire truck next to the blazing fire. Even more squirrel themed pumpkins here up beside Splinter's Trailside Snacks. Some various blacklight pumpkins painted here. See them glowing in the night. Alright, we have a meet and greet with Harvey the Pumpkin. Harvey the Pumpkin here, hello! How are you, Harvey? Good day. Oh, can you shake hands? Is that okay? Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Pumpkin. Now take a look at this. The crown jewel of Pumpkin Luminights. This massive pumpkin tower here in the center of Dollywood. There's a wall of sunflower and leaf themed pumpkins. Behind the famous owl photo op here, we have some owl pumpkins. I don't know if I made this clear, but these smaller pumpkins are actual pumpkins, so very impressive to have all these carved at once. I love seeing the Mystery Mine lit up like that with the bats and cobwebs. See that vicious bat pumpkin right there. Yeah, you can see some very large, terrifying bat pumpkins hanging off the side of the Mystery Mine here. Alright, don't wake up this long-winded vulture, or he may tell us this long rambling story about Mystery Mine. But I want to check out these vulture-themed pumpkins. Oh no, he woke up. Dang it.
Wasn't drooling on my feathers, was I drool in my sleep sometimes.
Seriously, he goes on and on and on. Let's check out these pumpkins though. Very cool, spooky pumpkins. Alright, that's fine. It was good seeing you, Vulture. We'll meet again soon. He just doesn't stop.
I don't understand her.
See some different insects carved in these pumpkins. Got some bees. I see a praying mantis there in the middle. Check out that giant butterfly made of pumpkins. And then down here, These mini pumpkins, they're all butterflies too. See them flicker.
Golden sunsets of autumn fade, children's laughter and parents' delight is added to the celebration in the grove.
Hey! Hey, girl!
That big old scarecrow up there. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. You having a good time with us?
Having an excellent time.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. Now, what do you think about all my handiwork here?
Oh, you carved all these pumpkins?
I didn't carve them, I grew them.
You grew these pumpkins?
My friend, you were talking to the pumpkin master here.
You're the pumpkin master.
Of course, you know. That's what I am. Here's what I'm here for. And let me tell you, do you know how hard it was to get all these to come up in a single night with all the faces in them and everything?
How hard was it?
Well, I had a whole bunch of farmers helping me out. Now, let me tell you what happened. We took to working that morning. We put all the seeds in the ground. By the time that night came, these pumpkins just came right out of the ground, faces in them and everything.
Awesome. So one night.
It truly happened, truly happened. Let me show you. Now, he just hopped up there. We kind of left him there, and we left all them over there. Now, here's the real trick. Here's what really kind of surprised me. We have some of those pumpkin bats over there. I don't know where I got those seeds, but they just kind of flew up out of the ground. We caught it right through the barn there, and we just kind of let him rest there for a little while, you know. All these pumpkins that you see here just hopped right out of the ground like they did.
That's amazing.
You want to know what the secret is, my friend?
What's the secret?
I'll tell you, it's just a little bit of fertilizer.
A little bit of fertilizer?
And a whole world full of imagination. It's the imagination that's the main thing.
Fertilizer and imagination.
That's what it is. With a little bit of imagination, or a whole lot of imagination rather, you can do anything in this world that you want to do.
There's some trash can jack-o'-lanterns, or trash-a-lanterns, if you will. Oh, look at these poor unfortunate souls heading up to the top of the drop line. Oh. Check out this. We have little pumpkin frogs on their lily pads. Yes, look at all the pumpkin frogs and hear them ribbiting. Some jack-o'-lanterns up there. Some wooden eagle carving. Some various animals. I see some bunny rabbits. Little pumpkin tent set up there, and the bonfire is made entirely out of pumpkins. Yeah, these appear to be pumpkin owls hanging above us. It's a pumpkin waterfall. You can see the water carved out of the pumpkins. If you look down here, you can see some delicious pumpkin bass flopping around in the pumpkin river. Pumpkin raccoons down there. I don't know, I don't see any. Oh, I do see one. There he is. It's a pumpkin possum. Here on the old snake oil cart, we have these pumpkins carved to be tonics or medicine that would be sold on said snake oil cart. Yeah, see the elixir right there. Here's normally their lumberjack cemetery. You can see the musical notes. They start having some sort of pumpkin cemetery party. See these two pumpkins dancing, and yes, they are blasting disco music in the background. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, if you look in the back there, you can actually see a disco ball So I guess the theme here is Cemetery Pumpkin Disco. Coffin photo op, pumpkin people. A row of jack-o'-lanterns as they play Abracadabra in the background. Alright, appreciate you joining us here tonight at Dollywood for great pumpkin Luminights. Always fun to see the massive pumpkin sculptures as well as all the little carved jack-o'-lanterns that they sprinkle out through the park. And the pumpkin people were new this year. That was weird. Anyways, if you'd like to see other places I've been, please check the interactive map in the description. If you would like to help support the channel, consider buying a t-shirt, consider donating to Patreon. A $3 or more donation will get you a postcard once a month. But for now,
this one's in the bag.